Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, and today's lesson is about using this sniper rifle approach and targeting your customers. As you guys know, I'm a high believer in targeting your customers to the teeth. And a good list that I like to use for my own business is called FSBOs. Now, what is FSBOs? FSBOs are individuals that want to sell their home, but they haven't hired a realtor, or they don't want to pay for a realtor, okay? And this could be for many different reasons. And the reason I like to target FSBOs is because they've already raised their hands up and say, hey, I want to sell my home. And that's very powerful because, like I explained in my previous videos, when you go out there and you do a general marketing, let's say to a list or to a farm area, you don't know who you're hitting. So you may spend 10,000 letters out and maybe 100 people raise their hands. And out of the 100 people that raise their hand, that's level 2. You work the leads, you do follow-ups, and maybe only 10 people are willing to commit and execute an actual contract, okay? So as you can see, there's step 1, step 2, step 3. In the FSBOs, they're already at step 3 because that seller has gone through this process. Instead of the marketing, psychologically, they already decided to commit on selling their home. So all you have to do now is basically there's a pawn, and it's called FSBOs. And if you buy the list, you could target to these people, and they're actually in the market of selling their home. It's not like you're just sending out, blanketing the whole area and hoping some people want to sell their home, like cold calling random areas, or just mass mailing, or doing door hangers and things of that nature. So now you know what FSBOs are. And now, where do you find the list? Okay. Before I explain to you where do you find the list, I want to tell you how can you target the FSBOs. So you bought the list, and basically there's 4 ways that I do it. Number 1, I send them letters. Now that costs a lot of money. You got to pay for stamps. You have to pay for letters, stuffing it. But you do get a good return on your investment. But it does cost money. If you don't have money, you definitely don't want to do that. Next thing you could do is actually go in there and knock on their door. And that will take a significant amount of time and energy, but it's very cost efficient. You don't have to have anything extra. You don't have to pay any money. You do need to have a car. You do need to have gas, but you do need to put significant time and energy into it. But the return on your investments is really good for your bank, okay? It's what I call for free or almost for free advertising. The third thing that I like to do is, this is where I really love, this is where I call the power punch. And this one is basically cold calling the FSBOs. And you get their phone number and you sit there and you just call away. Now you could do the calling 3 different ways. You could do, for example, pick up the phone yourself. You could use a auto dialer where you put into the machine all the phone numbers. In a matter of seconds, it'll call hundreds, if not thousands, of people for you. Okay, but that's for higher level when you move up per se. You don't want to do that immediately. So cold calling is very efficient. Doesn't cost a lot of money. It does take time, depending if you're doing it yourself or you're having a machine do it. And it depends on which way you do it. Some of it may cost money, but if you pick up the phone yourself, it's very free or almost for free. Okay. And the 4th way I like to do it is, now this is new technology and I don't really want to share it with you, but I've already have, is text messaging the sellers. Believe it or not, text messaging are very efficient, very effective, and most people carry their phones with you at all times, and you're just texting them right on their phone. And so you get a good return. So I just explained to you 4 ways to target the FSBOs. Now, you're asking yourself, well, Mike, you told me what FSBOs were. Mike, you told me how to get the leads and start targeting them and talking to them, but how do I find the list? Great, guys. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, hit me up. I have the list for you guys. Plus, I have the owner's phone numbers, okay? This is the same list that I use, okay? And in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I have thousands of home sellers over the past month, past 6 months, past years, and I have the new ones. So if you're interested, please give me a call. Just leave a comment if it's on Facebook, if it's on YouTube, whatever it is, and I get back with you. It's going to cost you a couple of pennies, but in reality it's an investment for you, because instead of just blanketing a whole area with thousands of dollars, you could just target your audience right then and there 4 different ways and be able to harvest a deal a lot more quickly with less efficiency. Like, you don't have to put so much energy into it, like just random door knocking per se. Okay, guys? Now, if you don't live in my area, you can go on the internet and just type in, you know, expired list, and there'll be service providers out there that will provide you. But the problem with that is they're not providing you the phone numbers, they're just providing you the address. Where on my list, not only do I have the addresses, but I also have the phone numbers, because as I told you, I work the list myself. Now, some of you guys will say, well, why should I buy the list from you if you're working it yourself? And the reason is I'm only looking for a certain type of cream of the crop rental properties. I'm not in wholesaling, I'm not in fix and flip, so we're not really competitors, okay? So if you're doing that, hey, more power to you. And there's so many properties that I can't buy all of it myself, guys, all right? So if you're interested, leave a comment, I'll get you the FSBOs. 2 other lists that you should be definitely targeting is called foreclosure list and expired list, guys. If you're not hitting the expires, you're not hitting the foreclosure, you're definitely missing out, guys. Now, we talked about on my previous videos about the shotgun approach, where you're just targeting the whole neighborhood, or you're just running blind ads. And then we talked about the sniper rifle, where you actually zoom into your target audience. And this one is about zooming in. Now, you should do both, but in my opinion, if you, let's say you have $100, I would put $80 into the sniper rifle and then $20 on the shotgun, because the return on your investment on a shotgun is not that great, especially if you're a small guy, you're just starting out. The shotgun is really good for like branding more, but you know, but if you're on a small budget, or you have no money, or you know, you need to get a return on your investment, and you really want to go with the sniper rifle, you don't have to mail out the whole area, few amount of people, and they're already interested, they already identified themselves as wanting selling their homes. Now guys, I showed you guys 3 secret pawns. I'm giving you the blueprint to make money. These are stuff that the pros use, like myself, to get deals, and we don't have to go to the auction, we don't have to hire a realtor and put bids in. With these pawns that I'm showing you, not only are you able to get a deal at 60 cents on a dollar, 50 cents on a dollar, you're able to do owner financing where you don't have to pay any interest, you don't have to pay, you don't have to get borrow the money from a loan, from the bank. So it's a very creative way to find deals in America, and if you're not capitalizing, you're losing out, guys. If you like these videos, please like, please share, please comment. Go out there and hustle and bustle. Don't take for a no for an answer. See you later, gang.